Shout out to 845. It's been a long time. Happy Thursday, everybody. Tune in. I got a special guest, international guest at that. We're going to talk about it, though. Tune in, y'all.
I'm way better than they give me credit for. Right now I'm higher than Jay-Z's credit score. If you ain't mean it, then what's the reason you said it for? Words to live by, I regret of course. Pain eventually goes away and I forget of course. Just wait for destiny to set its course. When you arrive at your destination, make sure you're ready for it. And bring everybody along you said it for.
Esquire Productions. This is something new for the grown and sexy. I got y'all. It's almost summertime. It's almost summertime.
I was around 7, told me to go to hell, but I found heaven. You know some people who only goes to have a mink. I set the bar, hot shack, gotta reach to grab a drink. Remember some things that hurt me, now I'm off that. Funny things I was covered and now I scar fat. My grandma told me I would make it if I worked at it. Then I excelled and went berserk at it. This is my dissertation. Thanks for accepting my invitation.
Shout out to Corey. Unconditional. This is that 845 music.
No, I'm not perfect. No, I made my mistakes, and all I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional. I don't deserve it, no, but it would be worth it all. All I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional.
Shout out to the 845. It's one thing to listen to a song. It's another thing to know the words.
I know that's right.
That's why I'm the face of the 845, because I know all these local artist songs. Shout out to Corey. Name of the song's called Unconditional. That's an exclusive just for Reporting Live 845. First of all, happy Thursday, everybody. You already know it's your girl, Moochie. Some call me Miss Montana. Some call me Miss Get Involved, Miss 845. But I go by the name of Miss Moochie Montana. Reporting Live 845's radio personnel. Shout out to the hottest online radio station in the Hudson Valley. Reporting Live 845. Straight 845 radio, building our own from the ground up. I missed you guys. It's been a long time. It's been a long minute. I've been gone, been working. But in my little journey of working, I came across some great, amazing people. That's why I be taking breaks for a minute sometimes, because sometimes you got to slow down so you can see what's in front of you. So I came across this gentleman right here, and the reason I call him for Mr. International, because his work, his work is not even just from New York. It's all the way in Washington, D.C. and all over the place. So I don't really know too much about him, and that's why I love this show, because we sit and we learn. So I'm going to let my special guest tell you who he is and a little bit about his stuff. This is the representative CEO of Esquire Productions. Tell the people who you are and who I'm sitting with on this glorious Thursday.
Well, first, I just want to thank Moochie. Moochie, you... Oh my God, I've been trying to get with you for so long to get on this show. She's so busy, but you're so productive as well. Esquire Production is straight out of the Washington, D.C. area, DMV, D.C., Maryland, Virginia. And it goes way back. You know, when I first started thinking about doing parties and things, I was doing lawn parties, you know, and I was getting 200 people at a lawn party.
That's great.
Right. You know, and it was free.
Lawn, like outside,
like
back?
Outside.
Okay.
With the DJ, things like that. So as years went on, I started doing more parties, and I said, wait a minute. I like to see people happy.
Right.
I like to throw good events. I said, let's form Esquire Production.
Now, wait, stop, because this is why I like doing the show, because I like to be nosy. So we're going to take it journey by journey.
Okay.
So, you decided to cross over. You see you was doing something. You see what's coming together. So you said, okay, let's put a name to this thing. Esquire Production. What made you come up with Esquire? Where did that name come from?
Esquire has been a name that has been with me for years. And I love it because it's distinguished. It's a sign of distinguished. And that's how I portray myself, you know, as a distinguished gentleman.
Yes.
Being real, being open, being honest. just being polite, being a gentleman.
Right.
So that was something, that I said, you know what? That's how I want to market my events. That's how I want to bring events to the DMV and surrounding area.
Right.
Special events, sexy.
That's because when you think Esquire, you just look at it. Even with the spelling, it looks expensive.
Oh, no doubt. It's not expensive, per se.
But the name looks expensive. Like
it's a distinguished name.
Right, like I'm going to Esquire's production event. Ooh, you gotta have on heels and a gala dress. And that's how I feel when you say Esquire Productions.
Exactly, and that's how we want it. We do a lot of events in Maryland, DC area. We just expanded here up in New York.
Okay. What made you come? What made you leave your comfort zone? Because I'm sure you've been doing it in DC and Maryland for a while.
Right.
I know you build your clientele. What made you take that leap from there to New York? Because this is a whole different ballgame over here.
Right. Well, first of all, my beautiful wife, Vanessa, she's up here. So when I said, you know what, hey, I'm coming here, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do something in New York.
Okay.
And it, I've been pondering it for a year, and it's time.
Okay.
It's time to bring that grown and sexy feel and events to New York.
Now we got to talk about that. We got to dig into that a little deeper because, we've been tricked in the past. People throw grown and sexy on a lot of things. And then you get there and it's not grown and sexy. So, Esquire Production, what is your interpretation of grown and sexy?
One of the things of growing sexy is that you got to put on some clothes. You got to put on some sexy clothes. The gentlemen, they have to come dressed. I'm dressed to impress.
Right.
Things like that. But when we set that ambiance, when you get there, with the lounges and the decorations and the wonderful live music and the top DJs and the top artists, that's brings that grown and sexy feel.
Right.
And a lot of people are looking for that these days, but they're not getting it. They're not getting it, I mean, it's okay, to go out and be raunchy every once in a while.
Right.
But that grown and sexy, man.
It's funny you said that because I was sitting with a bunch of party promoters, and one of the party promoters, he made a statement. He said, "It's women out right now that don't like to go out to clubs anymore because it's not fun. It's not fun because they have to go in a club. They have to worry about if that person's wearing sneakers, did that person come to fight? If that person's wearing a headscarf, did that person come to fight? So we people are looking for grown and sexy. What is the age that you cater to, that you feel that Esquire Production caters to?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I look at 35 and up, but you got some grown and sexy 25-year-olds. You got some mature 21-year-olds.
Right.
And the thing is that when you come and establish yourself, and your attitude, you're going to go a long way.
That's right.
So when you come down to that 35 and up, yes, that's the feel. That's where you go at. To get that grown and sexy feeling, because you figure that people are matured by then.
Right. Now, because there really isn't any place right now that I know of, Hudson Wild. I could be wrong, but I don't really know too many places that actually have a spot for the mature crowd. Do you feel like the reason why the mature crowd doesn't really come out is because they don't have a place to come out?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I've been here for over 2 years, and looking around, scouting the area, seeing, where I want to do an event at or a party at. And there aren't a lot of, venues that you can go to that, portrays that grown and sexy feel.
That's right.
And, our grown and sexy people, 30 and up, 25 and up, they're hungry.
Yes.
They want some good talent. They want a wonderful event that they would come out, enjoy themselves, have great food. And we do give great food, so I mean, these are the things that people are looking for these days,
right?
Because it went away.
It's gone. Bye. See you later.
Right.
Shout out to Esquire Productions. Now, people may say, all right, he's on your show, Moochie, he's just another party promoter. What is it that separates Esquire Production from every other party promoter right now? Because there's a lot of them popping out the woodwork.
Oh, no doubt. I'm gonna tell you. Only thing I can do is tell you go to esquireproduction.com because ESQUIRE production.com, and you'll see our events. We have top artists. We did an event last year where Big Daddy Kane, Mr. Cheeks. It's an old school throwback party.
Right.
Off the chain.
Off the chain. Sold out?
Sold out.
Because that's another thing I did my homework, because I don't like to come here and lie. And when people come on my show, I don't like them to lie. So I had to do my homework, and I researched some of your shows. You have an excellent turnout event for 98% of your shows. Yes. 98% of your shows is an excellent turnout.
Yes.
Do you feel like you're gonna get the same momentum in New York?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm like this. If you want a grown and sexy, real nice event, live entertainment, the best top DJs in the area, come to Esquire Production events. And I know for a fact you're going to have a good time.
Guaranteed.
Hands down, T.
Now, another thing that I researched about Esquire Productions is you guys specialize in themed events. You always have a lot of themed events.
Yes.
Masquerades, cruises. Tell us something about what is it like? How does it come to your head? How do you come up with an event that's right for the time?
Well, it all depends on the season. And we say, you know what? Let's do a masquerade event. We did a masquerade event at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Crystal City, and it was like 26,000 people. Well, not 1,000, but 2,600 people. We had to turn away about 1,500 people.
What?
Because people love that, and a lot of our events, you have to dress up.
Right.
So masquerade is grown and sexy. People come, put the gowns on, or however it may be, but get their masks, and they want the best.
Right.
So that's why they come, because that's why it's one of the best.
He said that. Rated 5 stars?
No doubt.
He said no doubt. And I like that. I like that. Now listen, first of all, you sharp over here with this Esquire Production apparel. I like this. The shirt look expensive. The shirt look like you got a couple dollars. So I can imagine, and look, you look expensive. So Esquire Production, do you guys come with apparel as well?
We do. I have shirts that, if anyone wants a shirt, which, definitely I have to get you one.
Right. That's what I was saying.
I'm seeing
you see me eyeing your shirt now. Like, how you come on the show and bring me a shirt?
And
I didn't want to talk about you behind your back. I was going to talk about you to your face.
I have so many brothers that get on me. Like one of the photographers that does my events, Rod, he was like, look, you're going to have a problem with me. I said, well, I got a problem with you.
Right.
He said, until I get an Esquire Production T-shirt, hey, we're going to have problems,
Because it's very nice.
We appreciate that, This shirt was made by DeMarco Solar in, what was that, Upper Marlboro.
Okay.
Which, they do a lot of great shirts, and they throw events as well.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. Shout
out to Esquire Production. I definitely like the vision.
Well, my first event, thanks to you, will be at the Mav, August the 11th, and it's going to be an all-white event.
Ooh, you starting out like that?
Yes. But what I would like to do is before then, because we do a lot of cigar events, bow tie fedora cigar events, distinguished things, and for all you cigar smokers, male or female, we got something for you. I just need to check with Moochie to see if she got a date available, so we can make this happen. That's going to be before August 11th.
Now, hold it. Slow down. I'm going to make it happen. Yeah, I know I'm going to make it happen, but we got to talk about that because I've never heard cigars and fedoras.
Yes.
Okay, talk to us. What is that?
All right. What it is that, fedora's the hat, bow tie, and you got your cigar. Very distinguished. Very good look. We have a pop-up cigar lounge. When I say a cigar lounge, it's one of them lounges that you got white leather furniture, decorated, plush. You can come in, sit down. Good music, enjoy yourself.
Take nice pictures, look nice.
Nice pictures.
Expensive shoes.
Exactly.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why is it that communities, because we don't, again, like I said, grown and sexy is not something that people throw grown and sexy on all type of parties, but we don't really get that grown and sexy feel. Why is it that we keep pulling away from that and we keep drawing to the more? And I know ratchetness sells, but it has to be something else because you don't see that anymore. You don't see those good parties. You just see the...
Well, some people, I think, some people just give up, the people that are throwing those parties. You got to be patient. People gonna come because, like you said, the weather is starting to break. You want to put on some nice, you've been in a coat, boots, hats, all this stuff. When you come to Esquire event, you can let your head down.
Right.
You can let it down. You can put on your best and enjoy yourself. Because you're guaranteed to enjoy yourself.
We don't have to worry about fighting and
none of that. That's we're not targeting that crowd. We will not target that crowd. That's why you got security, to make sure that and the one thing I have to say about Grown and Sexy, you don't have to worry about that, because people come out to have a good time, not to fuss, fight,
right,
step on people's shoes, things like that. They come out to have a wonderful time so they can go back home and say, man, we had a great time.
Right, we're going back.
Yeah, Esquire, when is your next event? Things like that, so that's where, you come out, you're comfortable.
Right.
You're comfortable in your surroundings, you're safe, and you're having a wonderful time, and you're eating good food.
Good food. Who cooking? You keep saying good food. Who cooking this food?
Oh, man, come get me some.
Oh, I know it. Because you said good food. You can't go in that outfit.
Come get me some cater. That's my boy.
That's right. Shout out to Vic Santiago and Bernadette. I love them.
Yes, got to get them a shout out.
Now, let's go back. Because, I'm nosy, so I got to get into this thing. Now, what is your background? What is it that you do for a living?
Well, I'm retired. I'm retired Army. And 22 years was in the military.
First of all, thank you for serving our country. We appreciate all you did. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
And with that being said, you're retired.
Yeah.
Why not travel? Why not do something else? Why party promotion?
Let me tell you, we call ourselves Team Williamson. Don't know grass grow under our feet. We travel. We travel with events. We were part of the last 4 years of the Miami Takeover. We have a cruise coming up. Actually, we leave this weekend for a cruise. So we get around and get out.
So y'all work travel at the same time.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
It's a balance to it. It's definitely a balance to it. And I want to say. I have a group of guys that's in D.C. That we came together and we formed, it's called Inner City Promoters, ICP.
Okay.
And I want to give them a shout out real fast. Thaddeus Green with Chariot Entertainment. Nehemiah Productions was Dan. Distinguished Gentleman is Butchie. JWC James. Let me make sure I get everybody because I don't want to miss nobody.
So they talk about you. You was up there calling everybody out.
I know. TJ from the Fat Head Crew, C. Floyd, Strong Minds, Dwayne Nutt. It's so many of us, that are doing big things in the DMV that is so great. So with that being said, we come together from time to time and throw a big gala, with, the promoters that's in the city.
And when's that happening? I'm going to, I want to, you know what, let me say this publicly. Because, I got to talk publicly. So, ever since I met the Williamsons, Mr. and Mrs. Williamson, one thing about me that I've noticed that I learned from them, they don't even know that they taught me this, but I have bad communication ethic, business ethics. Like I'm bad with returning phone calls and all that. So I've learned that from you too. Because not only is the Mr. and Mrs. in business together, but they're like, you guys are like partners and you guys are just amazing. And I just wanted to celebrate you two because it's nice to see an African-American couple in business together, standing strong. How long you been married?
We've been married for 3 years, but we've been together forever.
Forever. He put the A at that. And you guys are strong together, and she always has your back. You always have your back. Do you owe a lot of Esquire production success to your missus?
I'm going to tell you I do, because and she always tell me she's on the outside looking in.
Mhm.
And by the way, my wife, she's a wonderful photographer, VW freelance photographer, Vanessa Williamson.
She did my event. She had me looking like a little black Barbie.
She's a beast, I'm telling you, you know. But she always gives me pointers, and sometimes I don't want to hear them. Matter of fact, today we was talking about something, you know. But you know, it's good for me, you know, to be humble and accept. I don't know if I want to call it constructive criticism, you know, but you know, it is what it is,
right?
You know, from your spouse or anyone else, you know, because that's how you learn in the business. You have to look at what other people think and feel and what they see that you might not see.
That's right.
So that helps to make your business successful. You know, when because you're catering to them. You know, they're not catering to you. You're catering to
the people. That's right.
That's what it's all about. You know.
Now, officially, how long has Esquire Productions been in movement?
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
Yes.
Now, how long you been retired?
I've been retired. It's been about 3 years.
3 years. Oh, so you newly retired.
Yeah.
So you was doing this even until you was in the Army.
Oh, no doubt.
Thinking about how to please the people.
All the time.
So you was serving us and then still coming back and trying to serve us.
All the time.
You better go ahead, black man.
One thing about me, I love to see people happy. I love to see people having a good time. And that's what I strive for. And that's what Esquire is all about.
Right.
Showing people a good time and a good safe time.
Right.
You know, and productive.
Now, we got to keep it real. Let's talk about it. Everything ain't always good. And things don't always go right. What is the worst part, or the thing that you? Okay, let's make this a two-part question. What is the worst part about being a party promoter that people don't know?
It's the one thing I can say is putting it together, because it can be stressful at times. It's a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
That's right.
You know, more so, you know, than people, you know, they just come in the party. But we go through a lot different, you know, adversities, you know, that we have to deal with and put up with. So that's one of the worst parts, you know, is just putting it together and making sure everything that, you know, the I's are dotted and the T's
are crossed. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, everything is a love-hate relationship to me. What do you hate about being a party promoter, if anything?
Actually, you know,
that you don't. The
one thing, you know, that I can say, when you putting on an event, you're taking a chance.
That's right.
Every time you put on an event, you know, some of your events might not go off the way you wanted to, and some, you know, they flourish.
Right.
So, you know, basically that's one of the things, you know. But once you're established, and you grab that following.
Right.
That's when things, you know, really, you know, they're going, because they're coming to see Esquire, you know, because they know that Esquire is going to have a wonderful event.
Right.
They put on wonderful events. Good people.
Always good time when they come to Esquire.
Exactly.
What is the one, now, you know, what is the most memorable event that you had?
Oh, I got to say, 3 years ago when we did a Phantom Masquerade event.
Phantom Masquerade event. Okay.
Yes, you know, which it was combined, and that event was just fun. I mean, it was sexy, it was fun, it was juicy. I mean, it was everything that you came to see, you know, for it. You know, so it was one of my best.
Now, shout out to Esquire Productions. I'm excited about Esquire Productions. First of all, being in New York, and you're grown and sexy, because I'm really, and then you said the crowd, you know, you cater to 25, 21 if they're mature, but your crowd is really that grown crowd, which is something that people are missing, again, because I have my mother, and, you know, her friends, they don't have no place to go, you know what I'm saying? We can't hang in the same spot.
Right.
My mother come in the club and catch contact. You know, we can't, you know, she's a church lady. She can't go to Sunday school high, but, you know, it be like that sometimes. So we definitely, you know, need that from you. So I look forward to what you're about to do in the New York. And then the great thing about it is you already have your own photographer, VW freelance photography.
Exactly.
So that's like a double-edged sword right there.
Hey,
a good time and good pictures.
Exactly.
I'm sold.
the one thing about her, she's just so petite with what she does, which makes her very unique. And I have nothing but praises for her. She does. Actually, we're doing a photo shoot. We have a white party down in D.C. Memorial Day weekend on the 26th, and she's doing our pre-videography and photos, for that.
And y'all always look so nice. Y'all like the Baracks.
Oh my God!
I'll be seeing some of the pictures. I'll be like, right, Mom? I'll be looking at the pictures and with the dress she had. Like you had on some nice black suit with a black and white bow tie. You was sharper than the board of hell. And then you had this sexy little chocolate thing on your arm, and she had on this tight dress, short, like it was dressed with it looked like some snake stuff. I was like, ooh, that looked like $1 million in that picture.
Well, she make me look good. That's all I can say.
I'm telling you, I like the Baracks. I was like, that's my new president, 2020, the Williamson.
Well, we appreciate that.
I love you. That's what we need. We need more people like you guys, more role models, and especially in the entertainment world. Because, and we're gonna talk about this because you being an Esquire production, you definitely bring a different feel because you're in the entertainment business, both of us. That is everything is exposure. You got to show your body. You have to use foul language. You got to be. It's so much to go in this entertainment business. Right. So it's people like myself and you that come, and we're trying to bring something positive, something good, and sometimes you overlook. So, how do you stay true, to what you're doing in spite of, because you could make so much more money going the other way.
Right.
So how do you stay true to what you're doing?
I mean, it's just being honest with people. That's the bottom line is being honest with people, staying true, upfront. Some people try to take advantage of that, that honesty and sincerity, but once they know who you are and how you carry yourself, even down to business,
right?
They're not going to come at you in that wrong way,
right?
One of the other things, that I want to do as well up here is give back. To society, give back to the public, coat drives, shoe drives. We're doing a shoe drive down in D.C. On April 28th. Those are the things, that I want to give back up here as well, because you can't take, continue to take and not give back, so you got to give back. That's where your blessings come at. God ain't gonna bless you, without you. You taking care of others.
I'm glad. I'm glad you said that. Because as the face of the 845, I couldn't allow you to come into our territory and not do that. And not do that. And I say that all the time because people throw these parties and these artists and everybody want money, money, money. And then when they look around, and I ask the question, what have you done for your community lately?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have parties all year and you took from them all year. So when is the party that you're gonna let everybody free? Or when is the party that you're or what do you do to give back? So I'm glad that as a promoter you are representing that, because promoters need to learn from you being in the game for a long time, because after all these parties, after us giving you $50, $60, $70, $80 to come to your event, what do we get out of it? Yeah, we get a good time.
Right.
But then, if you go to, you're loyal to a certain business for so long, you expect to go in there one day and get a credit. You expect to go there and say, I may not have it this week, can I? You know what I'm saying? So thank you for doing that for us, because we need that.
Yeah, I had to learn myself, from, people that, was before me.
That's right, me too.
And trust me, giving back, the one thing that I love to see is a person smiling when you give them a pair of shoes, if you give them a bag of food, a jacket, things like that. That's where my joy comes in at. I give it to God, because we're glorifying Him.
That's right.
So that's where things come in at, where I am comfortable with giving back.
Now, this is the $1 million question that everybody wants to know. How do promoters really make money? Because they say the expenses. You got the rents. You might have to rent the venue, photography, food, lighting, DJs, artists. So how do you promote? You don't have to tell us the secret, but give us the basis. How do you guys really make money?
Basically, it's just setting your budget in the beginning.
Okay.
And you sticking to it. Because once you go over top your budget, that's where you run into that red area. So if you want to start out giving the event, you set a budget first, and then right after after that. you can go into your planning and things like that, you know. And I had to learn that as well. You know, my brother Thaddeus Green, and you know, he was one of the ones, you know, that showed me this.
Right.
About business, things like that.
Now, has there ever been a time that you went broke doing party promotion?
No. But there's been times, you know, where, you know, I wanted to give up, you know, because there were times, you know, that you won't make no money.
Right.
You might break even.
Just that's it, break even.
Yeah. You know, so, I mean, it frustrates you in the beginning, but you have to establish yourself and go with it from there. Like I say again, you know, you're taking a chance on every event. And then, you know, once you establish yourself, things, you know, will show fair.
It'll show fair. Shout out to Esquire Productions, Maryland, Virginia, and DC. Now you're adding NYC to your backers.
Yes, indeed. Philly, Miami. We do a thing with Miami Takeover.
What you do in Philly?
Dallas. Philly, we do a couple of things. We did an event. It was a go-go event. And I got a shout out to the Go-Go, you know, because that originated out of Washington D.C. with Chuck Brown and Soul.
Now what's Go-Go? The
it's the music. It's the music that originated from Washington D.C.
So,
you know, it's a special beat that even your mama, she gonna be dancing.
Okay.
I mean, for real. You know, I mean, you ain't gonna be able to sit down. When I first introduced my wife to it, she lost her mind.
She was on the floor?
Oh my God.
Now, you a good dancer?
I'm an excellent dancer.
Now. I'm
an excellent dancer.
Now.
Come on, talk to
me. Are you a my dad dancer? Nah, or are you a Chris Brown dancer? Are you a two-stepper to every single song? Or you get down?
I get down. I ain't no Chris Brown. I ain't no daddy. I do my thing. You know, that's all I can say. You know, I leave it with mine. You know, so that's where we at. You know, I mean, you know, my wife would tell you, man. You know, we both be on the floor sweating. You know, for real. I have no shame with that.
He said we both be on the floor sweating.
As long as I got me a bottle of water when I come off the floor, I'm good.
And wait, how you be feeling in the morning when you wake up?
Oh, I'm good.
Right. I did that grown and sexy, right, y'all.
Depends on, you know, how long I'm on the floor, you know. So if I'm giving an event, I can't get on the floor too much. But if I'm going to an event, I do my thing.
Now, that's another thing that we want to ask as a party promoter, like, you know, because party promoters not only do take a risk, like it's never really comfortable because you always have to like surveillance. Right. Your party. So, like, you know, when you throw these events, like, you don't even get to enjoy yourselves, do you?
For the most part, we don't, because it's more so business. We probably wouldn't get, I know for me, probably the last hour and a half, 2 hours, I would get to enjoy myself because everything is pretty much set.
Right.
Yeah, for the most part, you don't enjoy yourself. You know, you're making sure everything is, you know, dressed. And from that point on, once everything is settled, then you can calm down, you know, and go and have a drink.
Relax. Yeah. Shout out to Esquire Productions. This is new to NYC, especially to the Hudson Valley. We are excited about what Esquire Productions is going to bring to the Hudson Valley area. Before we even do anything in-depth drops or anything, is there any DJs that you see out here specifically that you would like to work with?
Well, definitely. When I first came up here, I got in touch with Maserati Styles.
Oh God, you know, this guy knows everybody.
That's my man. You know,
shout out to my brother.
Yeah, you know, so he's definitely one of the guys, you know, from the area, you know, that I'm looking to have on one of my cars. I have a brother from Brooklyn by way of DC. His name is Rob Love, DJ Rob Love. You know, he's out of Brooklyn. He's gonna be at the August 11th event. He's going to be doing that. I'm still, you know, trying to court my man Maserati, you know, for the card. You know, that's a good dude. So, you know, trying to work with him. And I'm still, if there's a DJ out there, you know, or DJs, you know, that you think you qualified, give Esquire Production a call at 240-893-9564 or go to esquireproduction.com and, you know, bring me your stuff or inbox me.
Holla at him. Now, any party promoters that you see out here working that you would like to get next to?
Well, I haven't met anyone in this area besides you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which I would love to do something with you. I mean, for real. I mean, because I see your work. You know, your work is vicious. I got to give that to you.
Thank you, sir.
Your work is vicious. You know, putting things together. You're a very busy woman. You know, you won't have to take a vacation. You know, for some point.
Yeah, I'm going with the Williamsons. Which y'all didn't invite me, but I'm going just in case you know.
Your work is so phenomenal.
Thank you, sir.
The last event, the sister.
Yes, the women's. Yes, yeah. The women's guy.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I mean, you know, to put that back, and then even to show how you give back to the public, it's wonderful. I love it.
Thank you, sir.
I love it.
Thank you, sir. I don't know if it's because how I was raised or what it was, but it's just something. I'm like you. It's something to see people happy, especially our own people. You know, we spend so much time, you know, making rich people already rich.
Right.
And we never take time for our own people. So there's people like myself and you, Maserati Styles, Mrs. Williamson, and out here, whatever the craft is, we do it to the best of our ability to make people have our own people, to give them an opportunity. Because there's people that'll never be able to go to Madison Square Garden and see Mary J. Blige. But they'll get a similar experience with Esquire production. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It may not be that type of, but listen, it'll be close, something memorable that you'll never forget. Would be just as good if you went and paid $100 and something to see Mary J. Blige.
Exactly.
Then people don't think like that. So, you know, that's why I do it, and I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're ready to go for our mature crowd. And I just want you to know that I'm going to push any event that you have in this area to capacity, because this is what's needed. My mom, we having technical difficulty. My mom needs something to do. She can't keep going to 50 Front Street.
Oh,
Esquire, she can't keep going to 50 Front Street.
That's right. I know that's
Bump
right.
into Jada Kiss and Fab. We can't keep having her in there.
Hey, I'm just gonna put it like this. You won't be disappointed. Anyone that comes to Esquire events will not be disappointed. So stay tuned, you know, because we got some good stuff coming. Real good stuff coming. You know, you won't be disappointed.
And everything you guys have coming is trickling down again from DC,
yes,
Maryland,
yes,
and Virginia.
Exactly.
So they have an actual resume. So they're not just here saying I'm party promoter. He has an actual resume. So make sure you tell people where they can find anything they want to know about Esquire Production. Tell them all the links, the drops, everything.
No doubt. EsquireProduction.com. We on Instagram, Esquire Production, Facebook, Esquire Production. And even if you want to, you know, hit me up, it's Lafayette Williamson Sr. So you can get anything that you want from EsquireProduction.com. You can go in there, register. Matter of fact, go on there, register on EsquireProduction.com. And you might just win some tickets, you know, to upcoming events, VIP tables. We have it all. So, hey, come on, y'all.
Wait a minute.
Got something good for you.
Hold it. You said if we register, we might win something?
Yes.
Well, I win something to DC?
You can win something in DC.
Because I'm trying to go on vacation.
Hey, come on.
I'm going to register. Y'all playing.
I'm
Mom, www. For Esquire, start putting that in your phone, because I'm trying to win something.
EsquireProduction.com. You won't go wrong.
That's the slogan?
You will not go wrong.
I want y'all to let me write y'all commercial. We're going to talk about that, because I think I need to write y'all little jingle, because I like that.
Come on with it.
Esquire Productions, you won't go wrong?
You won't go
Guaranteed
wrong.
Good time.
Yes, indeed, baby.
Now listen, this man right here is ready to turn up the Hudson Valley, the whole New York City, the whole tri-state area.
Yes.
So we are getting ready for Esquire Productions. I hope you guys are ready. Before we got here, I have one more question for him. And I need him to tell me, Esquire, let me ask you this. Esquire Productions, where do you see this business? Now, you've been in business for 10 years.
Yes.
You've seen the growth in the last 10 years. But you know you always get better. So 5 years from now, where do you see this business going?
Oh, we're going to be one of the top promoting business in the New York area. I mean, hands down. And that's where I see us going. It's needed. The grown and sexy look. I mean, not only just DJ parties, but I'm talking about live artists, live bands. things, you know, that we're gonna get back to basics, and that's how it is, you know, having a good time.
Now, I see he's saying one more question. That's how I love the show. I can do what I want. Because what music do you guys special in? Like funk, Motown, that type of area?
Nah. The music, you know, matter of fact, I'm gonna bring some of a slash of go-go music up here as well. Live band, live music. The DJs, I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna bring some DJs from DC. We're gonna bring DJs from New York. We're gonna put them together. We're gonna have a big party. Matter of fact, last year we did an old school party. All right, last November, 13 DJs, 13 top DJs from the DMV. DJ Easy, Frisco, Big John, Rod Love, man, Casper. You name it, Chuck B.
What kind of venue were you at? The stadium?
We was at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Crystal City, which they hold like 25 to 3,000 people, and you can come in, dress, throwback, however it may be, and they just jam. When I say jam, they jammed, and we had a blast. And then the good thing about it is that your hotel room was upstairs, so. You know, if you get a little too tipsy, you can just stumble right on upstairs to your bed. But they got down. Go on my page. You'll see all the pictures, everything.
I don't even know if we even have a venue that big.
We're going to find one.
Yeah, we're going to look into that, because I don't even know if we have a venue that big that either holds besides the Civic Center, dance floor wise, that holds that amount of people. That's crazy.
I'm looking forward to it. You know, I hope you guys are excited too, because I'm excited to bring these phenomenal events to this area.
Absolutely.
Area.
I'm excited for you too. Like I said, we don't have, you know, a lot of women have heels and they don't wear their heels out anymore, you know, or they don't, when we go out, we don't have fun anymore. So I'm excited y'all have a closet full of heels that I want to break out. And it's summertime. So I'm definitely excited about Esquire production. You know, I'm fake bougie. If Wig Nation stand up, I'm going to throw my good wig on for Esquire production. Y'all know I'm going to throw the good wig on for that one. Shout out.
I know that's right. Brothers, y'all get yourselves together too, you know, because the ladies going to come ready for y'all, you know. So y'all make sure that y'all squared away too.
Wait a minute. Sidebar. I always got to do a moochie thing. Now, Mr. Williamson, we're going to have to help. You're going to have to help the young men, right? We're going to have to help us with some tips. Okay. So this is moochie. Y'all know I do my moochie segment. So this is 5 things, all right? Mr. Williamson, what are 5 things that these young men out here need to know when it comes to a grown woman? So what's the first thing we need to know?
Oh, my God.
Talk to us nice.
You know, they need to know about a grown woman. Oh, man. You know, one thing is that they're not going to take your BS.
Nada.
You know, you got to come correct when you're talking to them. Know how to talk. You know how to dress. Know how to court them. Know how to, you know, take them to dinner. Know how to just, you know, make sure your clothes and everything's in order, you know. But the main part is that don't bring that BS to them, you know, because they don't want that. You know, our women want a grown and sexy man. They want a real man. They don't want nobody that's going to play these games these days.
Right.
You know, it's not about that. You know, I mean, at this day and time, you want to enjoy life. You know, you ain't got time to, you know, be starting and stopping all over again.
That's all I'm about to ask you, because, you know, you was a grown man. And you know, it's 2018, so it looks like the wave or the movement is to have 4 and 5 and 6 women. So you being a grown man and being with one woman, what is it these men need to know about one woman versus many women?
I mean, you know, one woman.
Talk to us nice now.
Mentally, physically, socially. I gotta go there sexually. You know, I mean, and just all around fun, enjoying life, being real. I mean, that's when you have all that in one woman, you're good. You good. I mean, hands down. You know, I mean, I've been there. You know, right. I mean, for real. You know, when you got one person here, there. You know.
So you was a player a lot. You was a player. You look like a pimp.
Back in my day,
you look like back in your day. You was an OG in the game. Like you had your gaiters on with your knees crossed. That was you. I seen you on TV with I see you with Jerome.
Back in the day, I was a beast, you know, but I wasn't happy, you know. So
right.
But once I found my wife, it was like, man.
I like the way you said that. You found her.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Mm.
You know, and she showed me from day one, I ain't taking your bullshit.
Right.
So it made me step up and be a man.
Mm-hmm.
It made me step up, you know, make sure that my stuff is in order. You know, I mean, it ain't no can't get right. You know, you got to get right.
Right, right.
So I had to get right in order to have her, to keep her, to nurture, you know, to court her.
Right.
Things like that. So once I got myself together, we was golden.
I hope y'all learned something.
Golden.
Shout out to Esquire. You know what? You're going to teach us. Because guess what? This is part one. Because it's going to be a part two because it's always two sides. So you already know I got to have the missus come on the show.
Oh, no doubt.
You already know I got to have the missus come on the show. A little
No
girl
doubt.
talk. We're going to talk about that. But shout out to Lafayette.
Yes, indeed.
Your name sounds expensive. I want to tell you that. Like,
I love my name. My father taught me well, you know, he made me say the whole thing, you know, and I was like, I'm cool with that. He made me, you know, when it came down to saying my name, he said, respect your name.
Mm-hmm.
Make others respect your
name.
You know, and that's why I went, you know, so I love saying my name.
Lafayette.
I love when my wife say my name. It just
I love it when you call me Lafayette. Hey! I love the Williamson. Shout out to the Williamson. But most importantly, shout out to Lafayette. I thank you for being a guest on my show and definitely breaking Esquire Productions down because people have been seeing it. It's making its way around, you know, New York. So, you know, people want to know about it. So I thank you for coming on my show again and telling us about Esquire Production. I'm excited about what you're about to do. So before we get out of here, one more time, take your time, talk to people, let them know about Esquire Productions, your next event, where they can find you and all the other good stuff. Anything else you want the people to know about Esquire?
All thing I'm going to say is, you know, get ready, y'all. New York, get ready because you get ready to have fun. The summertime is coming. We're gonna put some things together that you can come out and enjoy yourselves and feel sexy about it, you know, grown and sexy. Men, get ready. You got your cigars. Hey, bring your cigars. We're gonna work it out. The cigar lounge that y'all getting ready to see, it's gonna be phenomenal. When we get to the Mav, we're gonna transform the Mav into a grown and sexy experience that you won't forget for a while. Get at Esquire, EsquireProduction.com. Telephone number 240-893-9564. You can hit us up on Instagram. You can hit us up on Facebook. Come on at it. We love y'all.
Shout out to Esquire Production. Again, for being on Reporting Live 845. You can also find a lot of their material on Reporting Live 845 as we will be following and in full support of Esquire Production, as well as getting some coverage at his events and things like that. So make sure you guys follow him, show love, but the most importantly, support adults, you mature crowd. Finally, something is coming for you. See, 2018, we hit in all areas.
Can I hit one more thing real
You
fast?
can say whatever you want.
We want to give a shout out to you know, one of our brothers. He was a promoter, Roderick Dunstan. And Roderick passed. He had a stroke, you know, stroke awareness in the Roderick Dunstan Foundation. Our white party that we're giving down in Maryland on May 26th is going to be, some of the proceeds will be going towards Roderick Dunstan Foundation in honor of stroke awareness. So that's a brother, you know, that we would never forget. We love him. And come on out and support that, you know, because it's for a good cause. May 26th, 2018, all-white spring soiree. All right?
That's a fact. So make sure you got a flyer for that.
Yes, I do have a flyer.
Make sure you tag me in this stuff on social media so I can put it on mine as well. So I can keep it in the people's hearing and the people's sight, all right?
Sounds
and
good.
then also so that I can, you know, when I do my weekly announcements, I can keep it in rotation.
Outstanding.
Because a lot of people, shout out to all those that like to travel, a lot of people like to go out of town for stuff. So you're going to start seeing a lot of the 845 coming to Maryland.
Let's do it. We can get a bus together. We're good.
Yeah.
We got hotels for you, everything.
Yeah, I told y'all it was like money. I'm going with Esquire. Team Esquire Production.
Amen.
Shout out to you guys. So we're going to get out of here. But make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. I will be back. I'm back in full effect. Listen, you guys, we're doing big things on these interviews. Shout out to Fox Network. Shout out to ABC. Shout out to VH1. They finally sent us some emails back, so we're definitely going to be looking at these shows. So as we started today as our first official YouTube, thank you to Esquire Productions, because this was a good start to my YouTube for Reporting Live 845 as we go up, so we can bring Esquire Productions and everybody with us. Make sure you guys follow Esquire Productions. Make sure you guys look out for the new and improved, grown and sexy events that will be coming to the Hudson Valley area. Trust me, grown and sexy, I'm going to stamp it and approve it, because I see them dress up, so I know this is going to be a show. Yeah. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Shout out to ICP, Inner City Promoters. Hey, brothers, man, I know y'all watching. You know, hey, love y'all. See y'all soon.
All right, y'all, we got to get out of here. Everybody be safe. Happy Thursday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. This Friday, 50 Front Street, Hood Celebrity Live. This Saturday, 9 Lives play in Newburgh, New York at the Ritz Theater. And then this Sunday, I'll be hosting Stop the Violence Gun Memorial for all the victims that lost their lives in Newburgh, New York, especially the 2 young ladies, Omani and Tabitha. So if you're not doing anything, come out. That starts at 5. Hood Celebrity doors open at 10 on Friday. And Saturday, 9 Lives play starts at 7 p.m. So there's something going on all weekend. Find something to do. If not, follow Esquire Productions. They probably got something going on out of town. Get your money together. Take your man and go. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Have a nice night.
Peace.
And that's my little show.
That was fun.
And that's like just a little podcast.
Man, I love that.
Moochie, you gonna do live at his event?